Fighter chief second. Protector vocal. Mouthpiece.
All right, gentlemen, you received the instructions in the dressing room. Know what I expect. Good, clean fight. Ya recibieron lecciones que una pelea limpia. Golpe legales, legal punches here for you. Legal punches here for you. Touch gloves, go to both of you. Una set los dos.
Young prospects. Well, Bruce Carrington is a contender who turns 28 in just 19 days after this fight, Tim, and that's a rarity in the sport today. He didn't get his professional start until later on in life, but he's been in the game and been interviewed and has shown his charisma since he was an 8-year-old out in Brownsville.
Yeah, well, he wanted his body and his mind to catch up. I mean, the skill-wise, mind-wise, he felt like he was ready, but physically he wasn't ready. So he wanted to allow that to catch up, to have his man bones, like we say, and, you know, come in around 25 years old or so. But I think he wants to get off. Like, he told us he wanted to take his time right at first. But I feel he's outgrowing his weight class.
Careful the head.
That's what I feel. And that's the reason why I feel that he's trying to rush. And then, I mean, not only, you know, he's rated #1. However, it's like he wants to get that title shot and get that win in 126 pounds, win the title there, to move up to 130 pounds.
Yeah, he's been waiting for a while now as a top-rated contender, worked his way up, and tonight he's facing an opponent who has been off for 14 months. And for right now, he can't get away from that jab, Tim, because the quickness of Shu Shu Carrington's Cobra-like jab is evident early on.
Oh, and that right hand is evident too. And before that right hand landed, I was going to say, Shu Shu kind of shooting that jab out lazy from a little bit too close. I know he's trying to have some sort of control and keep something in Vivas' face. However, I was like, man, the right hand is available for Vivas. If he sees it, he should just let it go. Again, there it is again. A little bit too close shooting that jab. I know he's trying to control range at that moment. However, if Vivas can see it, that overhand right is available for him.
You can't get careless at this stage of your career, Tim. When you're so close to getting to a world title shot, you can't believe that you're already there, because you still have a tough opponent in front of you. And Vivas has been in against some very good, solid, undefeated fighters before.
And I'm going to tell you right now why Shu Shu got to be careful, especially early on. Look at his body. He's dry. It's like, did you warm up? Did you warm up inside the dressing room? His body is dry right now. He don't need to be getting hit with no clean shots.
Nice right uppercut there from Shu Shu Carrington. But you're right. I mean, we saw him warm up with K, so we know that he did warm up. Was it enough? Because you see him at the weigh-ins, and he's got that grease on him, all, you know, oiled up. But
the baby oil all over his body, man. Yeah, but look, tonight he doesn't have it on him. Doesn't look like he's warmed up a whole hell of a lot. I think he's taking this round and warmed to do so.
Oh, nice right uppercut again.
However, again, it's dangerous. You don't want to get caught cold early. Be defensively responsible, especially if you know you didn't get a good warm-up inside that locker room.
Especially for a guy who's got one round fought since April 23rd, and that was his last fight in February of last year against Jonathan Chanona, a first-round knockout after losing to Joel Gonzalez. So it was a get-well fight. Says, I've been in the gym, but it's not the same as fight speed. Kept his phone and he's like, I know it's there, but you got to work your way to set it up, not just throw it and believe it's going to be there.
Yeah, and he also told him to keep that left hand up because he sees that overhand right starting to land. But again, he's right. I mean, look, it's too early in the fight for having a guy like Vivas who likes to get forward, likes to get close. His wheelhouse is mid-range to inside, and you allow him to come through that front door and touch on you. No, absolutely not. Give him that stick. Maintain that distance outside. See, Vivas is closing that distance fairly easily. No struggles whatsoever.
Nice left uppercut. There it is.
Nice setup. Beautiful.
But he walked him into it. Nice right hand there from Vivas as Carrington comes back with a shot of his own. There it is again. 3 times for Vivas, and that's going to give him confidence as he lands 2 times more with that same right.
Look, Vivas don't get acclimated around round 4. Right now, he's just starting to get comfortable. He's been out of the ring for some time. You know what? I think it's beneficial for Vivas to get a rest, because every fight Vivas is in, he's always in a war. So having taken the time off, letting his body heal up, letting his brain heal up, this could be a good thing for him tonight.
You know, we talked about the fact that he's got 3 losses on his record. All of them have been decision losses against Ruben Villa, where he was dropped early on in the fight. Then Eduardo Baez, former world title challenger. Joel Gonzalez, another world title challenger. So Vivas can be outworked and out-hustled. Now let's see if Carrington wants to do this over 10 rounds. And you see the overhand right landing for Vivas once again. The answer, a double right. Overhand right and an uppercut, and down goes Vivas here in the second round.
4, 5, 6, está bien, 7, 8, camina para mí, manos para arriba, está vivo, vamos, cuídase, box.
A minute and 5 seconds left here in the second round, and Shu Shu feeling that there's an opening for that right uppercut. Vivas coming right in unprotected, and that's not what you want to do against a sharpshooter like Shu Shu Carrington.
Punch
what a snapping right hand, a right uppercut from Shu Shu, and he's looking to finish this fight. 2 decision wins. He doesn't want to make it 3. The legs are wobbly, and Shu Shu is on top of Vivas here in the second round. Oh, another snapping right hand. Vivas' legs are not under him. Oh my goodness. This is punishing shots from Shu Shu Carrington, and it's a matter of time of how much Raul Caiz Jr. is going to allow Carrington to tee off Jose Enrique Vivas.
It's about to be nasty. I'm letting y'all know, get ready. Get your record button out. This is going to be nasty. Just
10 segundos,
or did he let him survive?
He loading up on everything right now. Oh my goodness.
You got to give Vivas so much credit, Tim, for finishing this round on his feet after that, but this is how he went down.
I told you, I love this James Toney inside, man. Nice rolling. You see his angle on his body, rolling underneath that shot right there, and then punches in between. Beautiful shot. Vivas just squared up right there. Had him trapped along the ropes. He thought he had his man. He's swinging wild right there. And look at those short shots on the inside, right down the middle. You have your opposition coming out wide. Come right down the middle. Great timing right there from Shu Shu Carrington.
And you know what, Tim? Those weren't even the hardest shots of the round.
No. Timing. You catch them at the right time.
I mean, the punishment that Carrington doled out after Vivas got up was impressive. But there, that left hook once again. And even though Vivas his hands are there, Carrington punches right through it. And he finds an opening there for the right.
Right now is target practice. Vivas too slow. You can tell. Still dazed from that last round. All those punches he took in that last round, man, it's just a matter of time right now before Shu Shu land the perfect shot to end this fight. Look, I don't like the legs of Vivas. They're not stable. They're very unstable.
And there's nothing behind his shots right now because the legs are gone.
Legs are gone.
Look, what a lead right from Shu Shu Carrington. And now he's just going to let Vivas walk right into something. And there he is. That's a good stoppage from Raul Caiz Jr. He wasn't throwing punches, and the referee steps in at just the right time.
Look, I know some of you would say, oh, yeah, well, he stopped it too soon. He stopped it too soon. It was only going to get worse from here. It was only going to get worse from here.
Shu Shu gets back on the knockout choo-choo train, and that was an impressive stoppage from Shu Shu. Could have been stopped in the second round, Tim, where he was dropped and severely hurt, and referee Raul Caiz Jr. he did the right thing. He gave him an opportunity to come back, and his legs weren't there. There was nothing behind his punches, and he stepped in at the appropriate time.
And let me take it a little further. Also, it was a title eliminator for him. He gave him an opportunity to try to get himself back into the fight. However, Shu Shu just too much for him.
Shu Shu improves to 15-0, earns his 9th knockout victory, and you see the swagger back, Tim, after decision wins against Dana Coolwell, going the distance against Suleiman Sagawa in a majority decision victory. This is the statement he needed to make to put the featherweight champions on notice. And let's take a look at how this fight came to a finish.
Well, Shu Shu just came out and just got back where he ended that last round. Just moving. You know, you can take advantage of your opposition's aggression. You know, Shu Shu's extremely smart fighter. He knew that Vivas was going to do most of the work for him. You see him here land the trap right there, high guard, and he pulled right there with that right hand, catching him as he was coming in. Double impact. You see the legs of Vivas right there. Little shaky, little shaky. Raul Cais Jr. did a great job right there in saving Vivas for his future, man, to be honest with you. Remember, every fight this man is in, Vivas is in, he's always in a war. I'm glad he stopped it. He gave him a fighting chance for a future fight.
Shu Shu Carrington does what Joel Gonzalez, Eduardo Baez, and Ruben Villa were unable to do. He got the stoppage. How long was the stoppage in the third round? Jimmy Lennon Jr. with the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 53 seconds in round number 3, our referee in charge, Raul Cais Jr. stops the contest. He is the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still the WBC, WBO #1 ranked featherweight and the defending NABF WBO Intercontinental Champion. He is still undefeated. Bruce Shu Shu Carrington.
I'll bring them to you.
Congratulations.